Hey everyone! I think I mentioned in a art box opening that I had some articulated figures that my husband got me. Now this is the Body Kun and Body Chan articulated figures that are specifically designed for artists. Although people who collect action figures could use them too, maybe repaint them, maybe make little clothes for them. I don't know, but from in this instance, they are going to be used as artist models. Now, there are some pros and cons to these little figures. They're about 6 inches high, and I do like them, but I have a problem with them. The first problem is it is very difficult for me at least, maybe not for a lot of other people, but for me, I found it extremely difficult to get the hands on the dolls or on the figures. Now, originally, they both came with clenched fists, and I decided to change the hands on both for a more natural hand, more open, like open, not open like this, but, just like a relaxed type hand. Well, like what they have, like the hands that they have now. I don't know if you can see them, but see, the hand that I put on there is very relaxed. Well, a relaxed hand. But anyway, if you have objections to nudity, then I apologize, but there's no way I can clothe these figures unless I actually make little clothes for them, which is possible. I could possibly do that. But, and that might be a good idea for an artist to draw clothes accurately on a figure, whether it's pants or a dress or shirt or whatever. So it might be beneficial to actually draw clothes for these little figures. Hair, on the other hand, I don't see how you could get, unless they make itty bitty teeny weeny little wigs. You'll just have to draw it on there. You'll just have to imagine and look at reference photos or something. But anyway, that was my one contention, is the hands. Now, I found the hands on the female, the Body Chan, a little bit more difficult to put on than the one on the Body Kun, because her hands are so freaking tiny. Look how tiny her hands are. I mean, they are so freaking tiny. I mean, she is supposed to be like a teenager, I would presume. Not an adult, but a teenager. And even teenagers, and I know there are women out there who do have tiny hands. I've known friends who have got very tiny hands compared to my gigantic hand. But her hand is so dang tiny. And so anyway, but they are very articulated, and I love how articulated they are. Now, she's not as articulated as the male. I don't want to bend her too much, because she won't. That's as far back as her knee will bend. But I do like it that her toes will. Well, her toes won't point that much, but her toes will bend, which I do like, so that you can always make it look like she's walking in high heels. So that's pretty cool. And of course, her leg doesn't go back. Oops, I'm gonna put it this way. Her leg doesn't really go back that far. That's about as far back as her leg will kick. And then, of course, forward. I think forward you get better range forward than you do backwards. And then I don't know if she'll do the splits or not. Let me see. No, she will not do the splits. She will do sort of kind of a ballet move. But anyway, yeah, because she's not really double jointed in the knees. Not really. No, she's not really double jointed. But of course, she moves at the torso, which is nice, and then of course at the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist. And now with Body Chan and Body Kun, I will not change their hands anymore. And now they do come with more other hands. This is from the deluxe set. Here's the box. So this is the deluxe set. And so they come with all of this down here, and I've got it in one of the stands that they come with, so all her little hands and everything are in here. But I will not be changing her hands for the simple reason, except for, now I can pretty much draw hands, so I know how to, I don't necessarily need any of the hands that come with the doll, with the figure, to do an accurate hand. I would have liked to be able to change the hands, but because it is so difficult to actually change her hand, my issue is when you try to put the hand on, I'm not going to take her hand off because I get too frustrated trying to put the hand on. The little joint will move, and every time you try to put it on, it will move up or it'll move down, and you're like, oh, I know it's supposed to be easy, easy motion and everything, but it is. But her hands are so tiny. Her hands are so tiny that I'm actually afraid that when I try to put the thing on, and they're so delicate that I'm afraid that if I press, push too hard, I'm going to break the little joint that connects the arm with the hand. So once I changed her hands, that's it. I'm not changing. No more hand changing. No more hands changing. And then, of course, her head moves from side to side. Not really too much range of motion. My fingers are so huge compared to this little figure. And this is, of course, this is anime based. You can tell by her face if she is anime based. But anyway, I mean, in her, the range of her in her head and stuff is not that. Well, I don't want to do it too bad because I'm afraid I don't want to break her. You know what I mean? So I guess that's about as far down as she's going to look. Or, stand her up. Yeah, something like that. But still, I mean, it's nice to have them, for my artwork. And now she does come with a graph sheet so that, because I first wondered what the heck the graph sheet was for. And then I was watching another YouTube video about with these figures, and what it's for is for when you do a background. It's to help you put a background in. Let me see. I'm trying to get the thing out of the box. There it is. So you can. Well, if you've seen other videos, you probably know what it looks like. This is the rest of the stuff that comes in the thing. It's just all the extra. It's the, here it is. Let me show you what it is. It's the samurai sword, or the katana, the laptop, the phone, the knife, I think there's a knife in there, isn't there? No, not a knife. I'm sorry. I was thinking the katana. The pencil, laptop, iPhone, gun, and tablet. So I won't be using these because I'm not changing her hands, which is unfortunate because I would love to have Poser, holding the katana, but at the same time, I really don't, I don't like to struggle changing those little itty bitty teeny weeny hands. I just don't want to struggle doing it. But I mean, I would love to, that's my issue with her. I mean, it's really difficult for me to I don't know if it's me, it's probably me. Maybe it's my fat fingers, my fat fingers, but my big fingers, I don't know. It's very difficult for me to change the hands. So that's probably something I will not do. But anyway, I'll just have to imagine what it looks like. But here's the graph paper. So all you do is you put her in front, and then you can line up with the squares, where your background's going to go. Like, say, if I want to, draw, like, say, a reference photo, then I can take this graph back here and line up the furniture or the buildings or whatever it is with this reference photo. Because in Photoshop you can make things opaque, so that transparent, so that you can see the graph behind. So anyway, and then of course it comes with a booklet that's of course all in Japanese. But it gives you an idea of how, you can pose her, which I think is pretty freaking cool. And then how you can take a photo of her, which I have actually done. I've taken a photo of her. And then how you can pose them, and then you can make a drawing out of them, which is really, you don't really need to know Japanese in order to follow along with the pictures. So, and I think that is pretty freaking cool. And then, of course, this is the different versions of Body Kun and Body Chan. And of course, the deluxe set comes with everything, whereas these two only come with the hands. So, but my husband got these for me, and I've been meaning to not so much review them, but give you my, well, I guess it is a review, I suppose. And of course, here's the instructions on how to, and of course, obviously, it's all in Japanese. But it does tell you how to change the hands, but I just had really difficult time putting her new hands on her. I just did, and I decided after I put these hands on, I wasn't going to put any more hands. I may change my mind in the future, and give it another shot, because I'd really love for her to hold the katana, and I would love to, do a drawing with her holding the katana or a sword, because I can always switch out the katana in a drawing with a sword. Now, the other contention I had with the Body Chan, just mainly with Body Chan, was her stand. I cannot get this peg in this hole. Now, the reason, I do not know why, but for some reason, that peg, it's staying on now. That's proving me wrong. But it's not in there really good. Well, maybe it is. Now, prove me wrong. Because originally when I got her, I could not get her on the stand. The peg would not go in her torso. And it frustrated me. So, but anyway, well, it just proved me wrong. It just proved me wrong. Because originally I could not get that stand to go in her body. I don't know, now all of a sudden it's doing it. Oh well, I don't care. That's okay, so long as she can do, stand up, make her look like she's flying or something, or doing a kick or a ballet move or something. But it is pretty cool. It's got joints where you can. Oh, there, see, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't hold her very well. I mean, she's just gonna. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna bother with that. And anyway, and also, of course, I have Body Kun, and his hands were difficult too, just not as difficult as Body Chan. So I probably won't change his, and then in him with his stand, he's too loose, and that's the funny part. I mean, because he will not. If I can keep him on there, but I have to be real careful because if I just lean him a little bit forward, he falls off. Well, not that far forward, but I have to be really careful. But anyway, he's got the same articulation, but he's got double joints in his knees. I don't know about, let's see, Body Chan, I think, yeah, she's got double joints in her elbows, and so does he. So he's got the same, double joints, but he bends further than she does, which I kind of wish that she bent just as far as he did in the knees. I do wish he did bend further. But anyway, and of course, here's his box. His box is just like Body Chan's, only it's his. It's just the dudes. But anyway, that is Body Kun and Body Chan. I do like them. I do wish she had a little bit more, double jointed in the knees. But, hey, I like the idea that I can, pose her and that kind of thing. I mean, I wish Mattel would do this with Barbie, make her this articulated. But then, of course, that takes a lot more. That makes her more expensive. So, I mean, if she was in a 12-inch doll or 12-inch figure, she would cost a heck of a lot more than she did, I'm sure. So, but anyway, that is Body Kun and Body Chan. I am glad I have them. I will be using them in illustrations. I had them in an embrace. I will put them back in an embrace. But, so I won't go into Body Kun because, well, he's just like Body Chan, only he's the male. And, I'm glad I have them because now I can put two figures together and have them in an embrace or, her looking over his shoulder or something like that. Anyway, that was, I thought I did mention it in a previous video that I had them or that my husband had gotten them for me. And I wanted to, I don't know how much they were. He did not tell me, but I'm sure they are not cheap. Anyway, my husband does tend to spoil me, and I've been doing a lot of artwork lately. And anyway, that is it for this review, because I already unboxed them, so I can't call it an unboxing. So I will say it's a review or critique. It's a critique. But I'm happy with them. All in all, I am happy with them. So, and I'm eager to use them in my artwork. Okay, well, that will be it for now. Y'all take care of yourselves wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And until next time, God bless. Bye.